Hi, and welcome to episode I don't remember of the Cat Lady podcast. It's been so long since I've recorded last, almost exactly a month, and I have no notes, and I'm just kind of winging it today because if I don't record today, I feel like I'm just not going to do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then I don't do it, and then something happens, and then life happens, and I don't do it. So here I am. I'm in my messy craft room. There's a giant pile of laundry on this side. There's a pile of miscellaneous crafts and stuff on this side, but here I am. I'm semi put together. So welcome back if you have been watching me since the beginning or even popped in somewhere along the line. Thank you for coming in and checking me out again. If you're new, and I had a small influx of subscribers on YouTube. I think I had a shout out on Two Tangled Games, so thank you, Sue and Lynn, for mentioning me. So thanks for tuning in. Sorry I haven't had any new episodes, but here I am, and I'm not gonna really backtrack over the last month or so. I'm just kind of jump in with what I'm working on now. I do have some older stash that I never showed off, though I will show that off because that's always fun. It gives me a chance to squish my stash a little. So other than that, there's not a lot of news stuff that I'm gonna kind of go over. It's gonna just be a free-for-all episode a little bit. So with that, I do have a Ravelry group if you want to come see what's going on. I have some giveaways occasionally. It's hard to do the giveaways. As of today, I went to the post office to mail out a prize, and it was international, and boy, those international postage costs are pricey. So, I probably can't do as many giveaways as I'd like unless I close it off to international people, which I don't want to do that either. So maybe I'll do more pattern giveaways or Ravelry credits, something simple like that. But I do like to do giveaways because it's fun and people like prizes. I know I do. So join the Ravelry group, see what's going on. Come introduce yourself. There's an introduction thread. You can say hi, show me what you're working on, anything like that. I'd love to hear from you. I am very active on Instagram. I have a Facebook group. I have a new blog. I just never really liked my blogger blog, and so I kind of started researching it like last year, and I found Wix, W-I-X, and I liked it. But I started messing with that, but then I kind of dropped the ball on it. So I'm back, and I published it. It's out there, and I have galleries with photographs, and I have a blog that has been semi-updated. I've been sick all week, so I did not get to the blog this week. But the new website is thecatlady.wix.com/thecatlady. Awkward website, but not terrible. Kind of easy to remember. Just thecatlady.wix.com, thecatlady. So twice, but that's their generic site name, and I can't change it unless I want to pay. So check that out, and you can see my updated finished objects. I have the gallery of my knitting, spinning, some other crafts, and everything I'm kind of working on will kind of go on the blog. Also, Ravelry is always updated with my projects, so I try to keep that, and Stash. I always have those updated, so come peruse the Ravelry site. It's the Cat Lady, pretty much across the board. Instagram, the Cat Lady. Facebook, the Cat Lady. It's like facebook.com/the Cat Lady, I think, for my Facebook page. So come find me, come follow me. I'm Crafty Cat Lady on YouTube, but if you Google the Cat Lady YouTube, I think it'll come up. So okay, so that's all that jazz. So what have I been doing? I've been busy, having two young children in schools. David's in like preschool, Emily's in first grade. So second year of school, so it's just keeping me on my toes. There's constantly things to remember, events going on, things to buy, things to collect, homework to do, books to read, blah 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 blah. So it's just nonstop. So it's definitely keeping me busy. And same with David's school. I mean, it's preschool, but we got trips coming up. We have PTA meetings and all this stuff. Same. Go to all the PTA meetings for Emily's school, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the school district that is not fun right now. They're revamping the whole district. They're losing money. They need to close the school, and I just found out Wednesday that our school is the first recommendation of schools to close, so it's really bumming me out. It's bumming a lot of people out. It was just a recommendation, it's not set, so, but I've been following the meetings very closely and seeing what's going on. And actively voicing my opinions, as well as a lot of other parents and stuff, so. Oh, and here comes my buddy, hold on. Okay, and we're back. There might be a few interruptions with my son, he is napping. So anyways, after all that jibber jabber, let's get on to what I've been working on. So I have not worked on any spinning. So since the last time I recorded, I haven't worked on any spinning, so I have nothing new to show for that. So I will just jump into the knitting. And I have a few, I'm gonna have to stop and get my other project that I finished too. But I will show you what I've accomplished, which is a kind of a big accomplishment for me. I have finished my super bulky grandpa by, I'm not going to say the name of the person. I will, if I remember, I will put it down the screen because I don't know how to pronounce it. But this is a cardigan sweater, which I cannot put it on over top of this sweater. But it's out of bulky, super bulky yarn. This is the Loops and Threads Charisma, Michael's brand. I love it. It's super squishy, cozy. Of course it's dark blue, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's got a little collar kind of that folds over. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen pictures of it half completed. I just need to put the buttons on and possibly sew a pocket or two. But this is my Rhinebeck sweater, and Rhinebeck is like 2 weeks away. I mean, I'm freaking out. It's 2 weeks away. I'm freaking out. I don't know why I'm freaking out, but I'm freaking out. And if you're going to Rhinebeck, please come find me. Say hi. I will be wearing my super bulky grandpa sweater. Hopefully, unless it's like 80 degrees, which of course is a possibility. Oh, yes, Charisma. I have a skein. I have one skein of yarn left. This took 5 balls of yarn, so I have one left. Enough for some pockets. And these are the buttons I was going to use, which I don't know if they're big enough, but I'm going with it because I'm probably not going to keep it all buttoned all the time anyways. I might have one buttoned or whatever. But these are these coconut buttons that I bought a long time ago for my other sweater. Ooh, I'm going to focus. Sort of. No? If I put it in my face? No. Okay, anyways. Where'd I? Nope. Okay. So, I'm recording on my new iPhone, my iPhone 7, which is kind of giving me some problems with phone calls, so I'm hoping it's just a coincidence and not a real problem, but otherwise it's been nice, so. But this is the first time recording on it, so we'll see if the video quality is a little bit better than the last one. My last phone was the 5, so, or the 5S, so a couple models ago. And that's in my BB-8 bag from Brandy, from the After Hours Knits podcast. And then my September socks. Today is September 30th. My September socks are not going so smooth for September. So they will not be finished today. I bought in a second pair of zeros because I wanted to work on them simultaneously, which I think is working well, actually. So I have one that's ready for the heel. And this is Wild Hair Fiber Studio in the Halloweeny colorway. Love it, love it, love it. So these are my Halloween socks. I was hoping to have these done for Rhinebeck, which I got 2 weeks. I should be able to as long as I work on them. I started these on September 9th. Okay, so it's not like I waited that long to start them, but just like I said, I had other things to work on, and the other one's over here. So that was one. So one's ready for the heel, and this one is not ready. But, you know, but once I'm done, I'm done, you know, I don't have to do a second sock. So I don't know. I don't know if it's faster or not, but it feels to me better. I feel better about it. So. And this is in my Chasing Acorns bag, the Star Wars Sugar Skull bag. And Chasing Acorns has a podcast and Etsy store and all that fun stuff. So check her out. I finished my September. I finished my August socks, so again, go check out the blog. I have those finished. Those were for my husband. He's already worn them numerous times. He likes them. He thinks they're great. And I finished those on August 30th, 31st, whatever the last day of August was. Not gonna happen this month. Just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna finish like all that today. So I think that's it for knitting. I did pull out my brick, which was my other sweater. I have not touched it yet, so probably socks first. I have, of course, a million other things that are works in progress that I haven't touched, but not even gonna worry about those either. So they will eventually come out to play. I was attempting to do the 12 socks in 2016. I've probably, like, even not including those, I think I'm current. So what are we, month 9? I think I have 9 pairs because I made Emily a pair, but I wasn't kind of counting those. Those were kind of extra, but I'll count them. Now, if I'm short, I'll count them. Hold on a second. It wouldn't be a Cat Lady podcast without lots of interruptions, right? So, on to sewing. So I haven't sewed anything like knitting related, but okay. But I have made a few things, and I was kind of showing the progress of, and I showed the finished object on again Instagram, of my Joann Fabrics blanket scarf. It was a pattern from Joann Fabrics that I came across to me on Instagram feed, and I'm like, I have to have it, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I don't have that with me, so I will go back and get it in a minute. But in the meantime, I will move on to my next sewing project. I am planning on dressing up as Rey for Halloween from Star Wars. My husband has bought a just, typical from Target, Kylo Ren outfit. So he's going to be Kylo Ren. It was pretty much with a robe and a face mask. So for me, I went to Target, and it was $40 for the Rey costume, and it was like the chintziest thing ever. Like literally the belt and bag were foam. Like it wasn't really a bag, it was just a flat piece of foam that looked like a bag and a belt. $40. And the wraps, okay, I'm not trying to be like super geeky, but I am being super geeky, but the wraps that, obviously go all across her top, front, and back, they were just 2 little strips that hung off the front. And then attached to the shirt, and then pants. And that was it. That's all you got for $40. Oh, and you got some kind of pull-up arm wrap things. Like, I think I can do better than that. Really. So I held on to it, and I went to Goodwill. I'm like, I won't return it yet, but even though I bought the wrong size, I was going to have to at least exchange it, but I was going to hold on to it and wait. And so I went to Goodwill, and it's not perfect, but in the sense of scavenging, she was a scavenger, I kind of feel like it's appropriate anyways and kind of fun. So I scavenged my way through the Salvation Army, and I came up and they're mid-pinned, so I gotta still sew them. And again, Instagram, spoilers all over Instagram, because I already posted a picture of my kind of pieced together thing. But so I found these pants, which, okay, they're like khaki-ish green, which is like, the color's pretty close. I mean, it's not perfect, but she had 3 kind of tones of colors. There was the color of the wrap, the color of the shirt, and the color of the pants, and they were all, khaki-ish. But these ones were like a darker, it was more of a grayish green, so these I thought were perfect. They're extra large, so they're huge, so I ended up sewing in the sides to bring it in a bit. I left the elastic part alone, and it's got like a drawstring that I just kind of snug really tight, because you're not going to see it. It's going to be covered by my shirt. So it's like, I'm not going to go that into it. Now, if I really want to pull it apart later, I could pull out the elastic and snug it up there too. But again, I need these for our Halloween thing we're going to next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So I'm looking for fast here. So I got the pants pinned at the bottom, so I got to sew them up. And then I'm going to turn the extra fabric into ties, because they kind of tie around her leg. So those are the pants. And then I found an extra large, brand new, actually, it was new, it still had tags on it, cream colored men's t-shirt. And that was, it was just a cream colored t-shirt. So that was perfect. It was the color I needed and easy to alter. So I put one of my shirts on top of it, traced it out, and sewed up the sides, cut off the sleeves. And again, I gotta hem up the bottom because the bottom's too long. And then I cut off the neckline and did my little, just did a little slit in there. She's got kind of a little V in the front. So that is that. It needs to be, don't want to ruin my thing to sew there. So that is pinned, ready to sew that part. Now, if I, again, in the future, if I wanted to get more in depth, I would probably dirty it up some or get a little dingier with maybe some tea staining or, you know, like tea dyeing. So that cost $3. So we're good. Here's where the fun kind of went up. And I could have probably got this for cheaper, but I hemmed and hawed for a good 20 minutes at Joann Fabrics. I probably bought too much fabric, but you know, I wanted more than, I didn't want to be stuck with not enough. So brand new at Joann's, and it was on sale, so I couldn't use my 50% off coupon, so I just sucked it up. And I had a coupon, actually I had a $5 off your total purchase, like $5 off 35 or something, so I got a little bit of a discount, and it was like 25% off or something. But this was Yo-Yo Han, I can't remember. She's some cosplay chick that's making a whole new fabric line for Joann's, and lo and behold, there was cotton gauze cosplay fabric. So you know for sure, you know this was meant to be for Ray. I mean, there's nothing else this could be meant for. Okay, not nothing else, but this was like perfect. So it's this cotton gauze, and it's 44 inches wide, and I'm thinking now, you know, I could use it as is, but it's awful bulky. I really only need half. So I could have cut down, I have 6 yards, I could have probably got 3, cut it in half and seamed them together. But instead, I just got 6 yards. And so now it'll be all one solid piece. I'll just cut it down the middle. I probably need the sewing edge to make sure it doesn't fray too much. And so it's okay if it does, because it's supposed to be kind of ratty and stuff. So I'm very excited. So I need to cut this, and then I'm going to kind of probably seam it to the shirt so it stays in place. And I know in the movie, I'm certain it is too, because it's so perfectly little pleated, you know, it's like perfect. So sew it to the sides of the shoulders, and maybe even sew it down here, I don't know yet. I ordered a belt bag combo from Amazon. Okay, so this was 30 bucks. So okay, so now we're at like the price of the costume. But you know, it's so much better. Oh my gosh, it's like 100 times better. Even, you know, just the picture I posted on Instagram, it's like, even just throwing it together, that was like 1,000,000 times better. And David's like, oh, you're Ray. So, I mean, he already knew. So, and then potentially I can use the leftover of this for the arm wraps, but I also bought some ace bandage, which looked alright. Probably looked a little chintzy, so I'm going to try this. But, because I need 2 more of these. I need two bandages per arm, because my arms are so long. So I bought 2 bandages for now. I opened one and tried it out, which we'll just hold on to that. Yeah, you can always have an ace bandage around. But I'm going to try to use the leftovers and see how that looks too. But it's like securing it, you have to pin it or something, so I'm not sure yet. So that's that. And then, so the belt and the bag combo was another $30 from Joann's. So, so now we're higher than the Target, but again, I'll totally wear this to a movie premiere, you know, I'll wear this to the premiere of episode 8, and I'll wear it for Star Wars Day, you know, it's not going to just be for Halloween. I'll totally wear this every year for Star Wars Day, or for every new movie that comes out. So, I'll get use out of it. Boots. So, next week is my mission to find some brown boots that aren't $100. I can order the actual boots, like someone found like the actual boots that you can buy, and you can buy them online, and some company, I can't remember where they are, they're overseas somewhere, and that's like 120 pounds for the boots, which I don't know what that is equivalent to dollars, but it's a lot of money. And then you gotta pay for shipping, and it takes 2 weeks, and yada yada yada. But they do have size 11, which is very surprising, because it's hard to find boots in my size. So instead, I have to go scavenging again to see if I can find some boots that are not $100. Ideally, I don't want to spend more than like $20 for a pair of brown boots that I can wear. If not, I'm just gonna have to like cut out some brown felt or something and put them on top of my black boots, or I don't know what. So if anyone has any ideas, please let me know. I know there's a Burlington Coat Factory and a Marshall's and a TJ Maxx at the mall near me, so I'm gonna hit those up for bargain. But I'm size 11, so it's very hard to find bargains in my size. I managed one year to find a pair of really nice brand new black like knee-high boots at the Salvation at Goodwill for like $4 last year. I went to the Goodwill today and they had some perfectly perfect like UGG style brown boots, but of course not in my size, and they were $5. So I'll have to keep checking there, but again, I only have a week left to find something. But I'll keep checking there. I'll check the local discount stores and see if I can come up with something. If not, I'll have to rig something up. So that's, and then I have my lightsaber, which I've showed off in the past. So I'm not gonna have the staff, but I'll have the lightsaber, which I think is totally fine because I'm not making a staff right now. Again, later time maybe, or maybe I'll buy one if I decide I want to really go all out. So with that, I will pause and I will go back and get my blanket scarf. Alright, so I'm back with my blanket scarf, and it's literally a giant blanket sized thing that you can just fold up into a scarf. So, you know, on the website they kind of wear it like this, and it's kind of big and obnoxious, but oh my gosh, it's like warm and cozy and I love it. And so I end up kind of trying to, I really need like a clip or a tie or something to keep it, because I've kind of been wearing it like a poncho-y kind of style, but it's like I need something to kind of secure it so it doesn't fly around, but you know, it's like, it's huge. Excuse me. And boy, it was the easiest project ever, but took forever. Pardon me. So, literally, when I had a cut at Joann's, I had to cut the size. So, it needed to be, I think, 60 inches by whatever the width of it is. So I said, cut it to 60 inches. So she cut it to 60 inches. So I literally had no prep. Got home. All I had to do was sew 2 inches around the edges in a big square. Of course, like halfway through, my bobbin got tangled and it screwed up. So what should have only taken like 5 minutes took like 15-20 minutes. But anyways, got through that. Then came the hand fringing. No lie, that took probably like 6 hours. Took 2 days of fringing. Fringing was easy, but it was like, and the first side I actually was trying to pull big long strips. Didn't work out too well. Kept breaking, you know, and getting tangled. So then I did as recommended in the pattern, cut it into, like, you just cut little strips first and then fringe each individual section. Good Lord, that took forever. But it's so worth it. I love it. I totally want to make another one. I bought the fabric. I don't think it wasn't on sale. I was kind of just too excited. And it was on sale, but not as much as using a coupon. So next time, once the hype is down, I'll go buy another chunk. I think it's like 1.33 yards or something. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. 1.25 yards maybe. But if I get a half off coupon or one of those awesome like 60% off fabric coupons, I will probably make another one. They have some really cute colors. It's the Platitudes line they have there, which was cheap. They had other plaid fabrics there, which were more expensive. The Platitudes, which was used for this pattern, they had some fun colors, and I just thought I stuck with the generic. It seemed like it would match everything kind of, and I like red, so I'm very happy with that project. A very easy sewing project. And now I know what to do with fringing, and it'll still take a long time, but at least I have expectations. So that's it. That's all I'm working on. So really I gotta get these socks done, and I gotta get this costume done. And as after that, I don't know, I kinda wanna give up the sock thing. But I need to make my husband's Christmas socks. So if I have 9, that would be 10. Husband's would be 11. I'd be so close. Like, I'd be so close. So we'll see. We'll see if I do it. Maybe I need to recount my, maybe I have another extra pair in there too somewhere. I don't know. Maybe, or I'd make another pair of shorty socks, because I've made 3 pairs of shorty socks this year. Maybe that just needs to be my thing, just to get the 12 in 2016 done. So we'll see. So on to stash. So I got some old stash that's been posted on Ravelry but hasn't been discussed. And this stash has a little story behind it. So me and my husband went on a little, oh, my hair's falling out. Sorry, it looks kind of funny. Went on a getaway, kid-free getaway, courtesy of my in-laws. Christmas present. Last Christmas, they said, we will pay for you to go somewhere and we will watch your kids. So, like, great. So we booked a really nice place in Ohio. It was called the Inn at Walden, or in Walden, something like that, like INN, Inn. Super fancy, you know, like private suite kind of setup. Like it was upstairs. It was like a loft. I'll put some pictures in. It was gorgeous. But of course I had to Google local yarn stores, and so we went to the yarn store that was literally in town, and oh, it was this pathetic little place. I mean, it was like musty, old. The stock was just, Jim's like, just throw money at her, just give her money. Like, I don't want to buy anything, you just give her money. We just felt so bad, but we didn't. I didn't throw money at her. But he wanted me to buy something. I'm like, I can't. There's like nothing. It was awful. So I kind of Googled, well, there's another yarn store that looks a lot more happening. A couple, like 20 minutes outside of town, different town. So we took a little trip the next morning to, what was it called? Cedar Falls, Ohio. Cute little town. Took a little walk through town and went into the yarn store, and I, of course, was like, this is the yarn store, okay, and this was it. So, first purchase I got, and I was looking for something local because I like to support local. And the funny thing is, I've heard of this, and I follow her on Instagram. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. That's even better. So this is Destination Yarn. And so she's located in Ohio, and this is called the Bahamas. Really pretty. Pretty blues. And it's got sparkle in it. So that was my yarn purchase. And then I had to get some fiber, too. Which they didn't have any local fiber, but this was pretty and fairly inexpensive. So this was the Malabrigo Nube. I don't know how they pronounce it, but this was the 100% pure merino boreal. I can't pronounce things today. That. So really pretty purple, like dark blacks and greens and pinks and all sorts of fun colors in there. So if I ever start spinning again, since I'm in a spinning slump, I will be looking forward to that. The Artful Yarn, that was the name of the store. So, Chagrin Falls. It said Cedar Falls, Chagrin Falls. There we go. Some sort of falls, I knew it. So, that was a fun little trip. And so, that was that stash. And then, if you've been living under a rock, you may not have heard of this, but most likely everyone has heard of this because it kind of exploded, and it's awesome. I got me some Karen cakes. So it's crazy Karen yarn from Michael's exclusive. Worsted weight, like striping, or not, color block. Gradient, it's not really a gradient, it's more color block yarn. So this is the Cake Pop colorway, and I got 2 of them. And me and my buddy Jen, the Uncreative Crafter, are potentially doing another yarn twinsies along with our Karen cakes. She's got different colors, but we found some crochet things, crochet cowls and some other things, so I don't think we've set, we after Rhinebeck. That's what we've determined, so we will revisit that after Rhinebeck. Then, this is out of order, I think I bought this first, but this was just at the local grocery store, Meijer, that has a very small yarn section, but they had some Scarfie. And if you've been following me for a long time, earlier this year I made 2 Linus shawls out of Scarfie. Again, you can find pictures on Ravelry or my blog. And I made one that was, it's a gradient, it's kind of a gradient. Kind of goes from white to yellow, this one. But I have one that goes black to red and a white to beige. And they're just cozy, and I love them. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my 3rd Linus out of Scarfie. It takes 1 ball. It makes a perfect size, just wintry, cozy, squishy scarf. So this is bulky, Lion Brand, 312 yards. So yeah, so check out my project pages if you want more information on those. So then I did something, kind of a impulse. I was having a bad week. Kind of just came in at the right time, and I have never purchased yarn from this person before, and I jumped on it. So Wool and Vine had a, so okay, if you do not want to see the special edition colorway from Wool and Vine, which I'm assuming everyone's gotten theirs by now because I haven't recorded it and I got this like last week. But just putting it out there, turn away. So Wool and Vine had a special Halloween yarn. It was a mystery yarn, so I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Halloween, mystery, Wool and Vine. Okay, a perfect storm of things. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna set my alarm for the update and see what happens. And so I got it, and I love it. It's definitely a muted-y kind of Halloween, but oh, it's pretty. It's really pretty. Because I thought, you know, worst case scenario, it's Wool and Vine. I can destash it if I really don't like it. Because it's a little pricey. It's a little pricier than, you know, other yarn of the similar quality. So, but, you know, it was special edition and mystery and Halloween. So this is called Mooncusser? Mooncusser. Kind of a strange name, but on the Blitz base. And it is a superwash merino nylon with gold stellina, which I've never had one with gold stellina, but which it works well in this colorway. But it's kind of a speckly dyed. We got some nice oranges in there and blacks and kind of like pinkish tones and grays. So this will be a shawl. Guaranteed I'll make this into some kind of shawl. So a Halloween shawl. Mooncusser. Not sure what that means. But Wool and Vine yarns. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy with the purchase. So it was much needed for that time frame. I needed that therapy, that retail therapy. So and I ordered buttons. So when I send out my prizes, if I send out any more prizes ever again, which I will, and for Rhinebeck, they were ordered more for Rhinebeck. I got my cat lady buttons. Come on, focus. So this camera doesn't want to focus on things. Nope. But you get the idea. It's my cat lady logo on a button. And I got, like, I don't know, 100 of them from cheapestbuttons.net on Etsy. No, which reminds me, I have to leave feedback because no problems at all. Sent the artwork. They were very responsive. Came in the time frame they said it would. Sorry. Anyways, the little box is not going away. Okay, anyways. So I got buttons to give away, and that's it. So that was knitting, spinning, sewing, no other crafts going on. I have some bags I need to make. I have a bag for a giveaway winner. I have some bags for a friend. I have bags that I need to make, and I have a pile that is still like half finished that I need to finish. So hopefully I get some more sewing time soon. In other news, so in week in review-ish news, me and Emily got our orange belts for karate. That was last month? Yeah, end of August, or end of June. Whatever it was. So we've had our orange belts for a little while, and it's hard. It's hard. It's hard for me, it's hard for Emily. So I'm actually looking into getting Emily a private lesson with a teacher because it's tough. I mean, even for me, I'm trying to like, okay, what do we do here? Like, and like, trying to show Emily is a little challenging, and she does not want me to teach her, really. She does, but she doesn't. But she gets in the class, and she's just like deer in headlights. Like, she doesn't know what to do. So we really need to figure something out. And I need to practice myself, too, because I missed class this week because I was sick. So now I'm really like, I really need to practice because I haven't done anything since last Tuesday. So by the time I come in this Tuesday, I really need to have my stuff together. And I'm only going once a week, so it's like not picking up that much information, but that's fine. we'll hang out in orange belt for a while. And this is the real deal stuff. Like, white belt stuff, yellow belt stuff was all kind of baby steps. I mean, it was really, white and yellow was practically all the same stuff. So now we're actually getting into some bigger technique stuff. So in some like forms stuff, and yeah, so kind of heavy. But it's fun. I love it. I'm still loving it. Kickboxing is starting, and I am not doing kickboxing, but my husband is. Finally, I'm getting Jim to do kickboxing. So we couldn't both do it because it's too hard with the kids, because it's at night and whatever. So he agreed to do it because we both gained weight. We're both not being healthy again. And he knows he needs something. Like, and going to a class is like, it's instant, like, motivation. It's accountability. It's just like, you need it. So I'm excited for him, and hopefully by the fact that he's going, I will actually set my stuff up and do stuff at home, because I can do everything at home. He needs the instruction for sure, like, because he's never done it before. I am now at the point where, okay, I can do this stuff at home, I can do karate stuff, I can do my own thing. So I'm excited for that. So it starts next week and goes until December, so I'm hoping he gets a lot out of that, and I'm hoping that gets me going again too. So with that, I think that's all I got. I'm happy to record at least one in September. I made it in September. I apologize for the loopiness, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this just for the heck of it. So please continue to tune in when I do am able to record. So thank you, everyone. And again, check out my blog, thecatlady.wix.com/thecatlady. And I will try to update that more frequently with just rants and raves and projects and whips and finished objects and pictures and family outings, etc. So that's just going to be where my landing spot of just what's going on in life. So with that, I bid you farewell, and I hope you get to craft all the things, and I will see you next time.